Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting propaganda cast with me, your host, Imperial Dane, Master of Propaganda, Hero of the Right, Defender of the Fatherland. We're off today with another exciting 1 versus 1 on, this time, crossing in the woods between here, Reichsführer Lieutenant DevM fighting for the glorious Deutschland 116th Panzer Division Windhund against the US player Noggano.
That is right indeed. Noggano versus DevM, the game that we did not get for the Warpaint Championship Series. And this, an unexpected, I was not expecting to do this milestone reward today, but I'm certainly happy that we get to do it as part of the G.C.S. tournament announcement.
I think we've now gone past the several phases of jubilation. We were incredulous, we didn't believe it was happening, we were ecstatic, and now we're beginning to be daunted by the task at hand because we are going to deliver on our promises. We're going to make this happen for you, the community, and for us, the community. We're included in that, I think. Because this is the first milestone stretch goal reward. This is the final that never happened. This is the Warpaint Championships final because Noggano could not get his visa to Canada sorted. DevM played Jesulin instead, and here we are on crossing in the woods between these two titans of the game. DevM's warmed up though, Dan. Is Noggano going to have what it takes?
Well, Noggano has always been a consistently good player. You know, like, he's just very, very solid, and I think he's one of the people that really can put that high level of intensity pressure on DevM. You know, DevM isn't confident to run up the center of the map with his MG on against Noggano.
No,
I think there's a little bit of a respect boundary there.
It must be said that Noggano did actually lose a tournament series 2 days ago against Aimstrong, DevM's friend. So he's going to be wanting to make a bit of a ploy against the insane clan member, the Ruka CL clan member is here. That was, of course, Come Heroes 1 tournament, but this is Come Heroes 2. It's a different beast entirely, and Noggano is a lot more well-practiced in this than DevM is.
Hopefully that will be the tipping point. We have huge aggression at the start of the game from Noggano. He's gone in with a traditional build of 3 riflemen, and great flank at the start of the game. You know, he lured with the echelons, DevM to one side into the green cover, flanked with the rifleman, and now he's enjoying a triple cap at the start of the game, about to be, and also putting pressure on both the fuel resources. So a great opening for Noggano at the start of this.
Yeah, he's looking strong with his US play at the moment. Looking very strong. DevM's been pushed around a little bit. His MG's been bullied out of position, is having to reset itself back on the map now.
I'm really enjoying, actually, Noggano's managed to do a lot of health damage only, like no model drops, but these Grenadiers are going to drop a model very, very quickly just due to the amount of health they have lost in previous engagements. The squad is not one to be keeping at the front at the moment. Does DevM care? Not at all. Just manages to retreat them a little bit. But I mean, that's a huge thing he needs to be thinking about. He just goes back into the engagement.
Yeah, I was about to say, soft retreat from DevM. He wants to keep those Car 98 rifles on the field, even if the models aren't very healthy, because added firepower, but this dangerous level of play can actually be punished by players like Noggano, who get in position and punish aggression like that. Foolishness.
Absolutely loved that flank from Noggano. Absolutely incredible. DevM did not know what to do with that squad. Eventually he had to hit the retreat button in the hope his squad would survive, and in typical fashion of today, his squad does survive.
Yeah, it really does. He's had a lot of luck today, and Noggano nearly punished him for that. So Noggano's clearly firing on all cylinders and raring to go in this game.
I'll be very interested to know which one of these players gets healing up first, because both of them are having insane skirmishes at the moment with infantry. They're trying to get around the back of this MG to dislodge it. May even be able to.
They've got it. Well, he's going to go for the steal. He's lost one of the rifles. This is terrible. He's gone for the steal, though. Will he be able to make it back up? MG's got to get out of there. All these Car 98s firing, but there's on models with, well, squads, not many models, so they weren't able to put the DPS down.
Oh my gosh. DevM had a split decision then. Do I go for the retreating low health model, or do I try and save my MG? In fact, the decision to hit the MG means that he does neither. Noggano gets away with that very important early game unit of DevM's.
And this is why we want a high-level tournament, because high-level players do stuff like that. You got Noggano, he's just lost a very expensive unit. Does he throw in the towel? No, he throws the dice. He goes for the jugular. He tries to make up for it, and he is ballsy. And balls can pay dividends in Company of Heroes. are you laughing? You must be used to my analogies by now, surely.
That one was special, eh? Balls pay dividends in Company of Heroes. I like
Am I
that.
wrong? I don't
You're
think
not
so.
wrong. You're definitely not wrong.
Oh, what a game, what a milestone reward game. This has been, both players are playing at the height of their abilities, and the stolen MG42 is now going to be salt to the fresh wound of DevM.
Yeah, DevM really does have to be careful here. He's already lost 2 very, very important close infantry engagements. Now he's a little bit on the back foot. Noggano's already got a vehicle on the field, and there is... I don't even think... Let's have a look at the teching for DevM. Only Battle Phase 1 is being researched now, so we're quite a while off of any form of AT.
Next 2 units out for DevM, I guarantee you. Pack 40 and Sniper. There'll be the tools to get him back into this game by far. He'll be what he's comfortable with. I will not be surprised to see a Pack 40 and Sniper out second for DevM.
Yeah, I think you're probably right there, to be honest. At least with the 4 Grenadiers, he does have good Faust support to stop that M20 from pushing a sniper, so he has the foundation of sniper play on the field already at the moment. Hopefully we do get to see that come in, because I love watching DevM sniper play.
Me too, he is one of the sniper masters. And it always feels nice. One thing about Company Heroes 2 that is better than Company Heroes 1 is the sniper meta is better. I know the asymmetry isn't quite there and people don't like that for competitive reasons, but at least the sniper's on in every single bloody game. And when you get a player like DevM, he shows why that Co-1 prowess with the sniper meta being abundant comes out in swathes. He's able to utilise them and keep them on the field and keep them plugging away. I mean, we're talking about it at great lengths. It's not actually there yet, but we fully expect him to use one on this map.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to be ballsy as well to build the sniper when the M20's already on the field, one of the direct counters. Noggano's just brought healing in, so these infantry engagements are going to start getting worse and worse. Previously, DevM did have the healing advantage in that he could get his models full health and back on the field. That is about to go and sway back in Noggano's favour. And DevM's doing the right thing here, going on the right-hand side. I think he realises the strength, the prowess that Noggano has on the left-hand side of the field. And all he has to deal with now is the mobility of the M20 as it comes across to the right-hand side. It's going to be able to push off the Grenadiers, but early days.
This map, by the way, in terms of the map pool for this tournament, I've come and gone as to how much I like or dislike this map, but with the current meta, I think it's pretty irreplaceable, because it allows Wehrmacht a lot of strength. Not in this particular game, seemingly, because Noggano's on a tear. But it's a great map because it's got width, it's got, you can set up with your weaponry and you can, hopefully keep the US at bay. And we should be seeing a lot of that as DevM starts to build, if he starts to build, because Noggano's not allowing him out of the blocks at the moment.
Some awkward engagements going around here. We've got Grenadiers not on the right side of cover, having to retreat against the MG from the USF there. Now we're having close range engagements against Riflemen with the support of the M20. This is not going to go well from the Riflemen. I personally think that's a late retreat, if I'm honest. Nothing quite there to close it down.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
It was
Noggano's just like a creeping force up this map, he's just slowly territory by territory.
Oh, DevM's had to go for the scout car instead. He realises that this is a wide map. He doesn't want to be, he wants something mobile, something that can dart from left to right. And indeed he's gone for the spice fancy scout car.
Has to be a little bit careful because of the veterancy on that Rifleman. In fact, they do retreat. He looks like he's going to chase the retreat. He needs to be a little bit careful because he hasn't swept this side of the map for M20 mines. He knows it's been on the field a while. So, might be a little risky pushing the scout car forward, but we know he's okay.
They're going for it. Jesus Christ. He's going for this Rifleman with this scout car. Immediate impact, and he might even go into base. He's, however, got this Rifleman with the anti-tank rifle grenade ready. He's one more burst from the 222 to get it. Oh, there's a bit of luck for Noggano getting away from the scout car.
Noggano's actually left the M20 somewhere so he can get out and take a shot with the bazooka, leaving that in the center of the map. So just a little bit of a push there from Noggano. Get out of my base territory with that scout car. But that has allowed DevM to kind of take the left-hand side of the map a little bit. And we'll probably see him lock that down now.
That's great stuff. Absolute great stuff. That shows the superior game knowledge from Noggano, doing little tricks like that. DevM will never, ever do tricks like that. He's all about standard vanilla play done to a high, incredibly, stupidly high standard. He doesn't actually know all the intricacies like Noggano does, so it's an interesting matchup whenever you see this kind of thing happening. Classic case of do the basics well, do them very well, and you can be very high level indeed.
Yeah, these engagements are starting to turn now, whereas the USF infantry has had a great early game with support of the scout car. Now the health goes down quick enough that the grenadiers can actually start to get those great shots in, building up the veterancy bit by bit. They'll do great with whatever upgrades DevM decides to go for. And there's the sniper. He just hit sniper in the build. He's ready 10 minutes in to deliver the sniper play we're looking for.
Enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Here we go, we've got good veterancy on these barred up rifles here. Putting excellent pressure down on this grenadier. He's got a difficult retreat path when he finally decides to vacate the garrison. Oh, by the way, the sniper's finally building, so I wasn't a complete fool when I said it would be built.
No, you're absolutely right. I definitely didn't say that 20 seconds ago.
Oh, did you see it getting started getting built?
Oh, did you see how close DevM was to that M20 mine? He doesn't even know it's there. That was such a little trickle bait there.
No.
DevM actually got pushed off by got pushed off by the echelons of the bazookas. If he'd have just left it, I bet DevM would have pushed and lost the scout car.
Here we go. The reinforcements are arriving in the southwest. They got an LNG grenadier to come to help the vanilla Vet 2 grenadier. Elsewhere, he got an M20 crew, well, rear echelon with a bazooka rather, bullying units and pushing them around the battlefield. Is that right? Is that a rear echelon with a bazooka? So it wasn't the M20 crew? Or, and of course the M20 crew's still in the M20. That makes sense, doesn't it, Dan?
Pay more attention.
I'm trying to take all the Kickstarter stuff in. You can't expect me during this time to be completely devolved into this game. I'm so sorry. Of course, this is a milestone reward. I'll get back on it.
We're just renaming this to parrot casting.
Not even am I constantly repeating things you say. You always do that to me. Grenadier, in a very difficult situation. M20's going for it. The barred up lieutenant's also going for it. Will he escape? Well, of course he will. It's this game. We've got so many one-man escapes in this game.
DevM is the absolute master of the... I mean, I don't know if there's any actual skill involved here, but he certainly is, you know, getting away with a hell of a lot in terms of last man retreats. The sniper's starting to do work against the rifleman now, and there's a lot of M20 mines down, and I really like this. You got on all the choke points, like really everywhere that the scout car is likely to cross, there is a M20 mine there which will destroy that thing. And a lot of me wants to see the scout car go down to it, because I think later on, you know, it's going to be even worse if something else hits it.
We always like to see my investments like that rewarded. It's good strategic play, it's a gamble, but it's a satisfying gamble when it pays off, so it's always cool to see. The scout car so far, however, has been very lucky.
The enemy is taking our territory.
LNG Grenadiers trying to take the center VP. They managed to kill enough models off the Rifleman squad that the VP is at least decapped. And DevM's actually already down to 300 VPs 13 minutes into the game, so a very good game from Noggano so far. But I feel like... Actually, no. I don't feel like his teching has stalled, because there's a Sherman building. This is going to be interesting.
Sherman, that's an interesting choice. I mean, if DevM is able to thwart the Sherman, get a Pack 40 out maybe, it could, you know, it opens up possibilities for both players. Either Sherman starts wiping squads left, right and centre, or maybe DevM can build something that'll counter him.
Yeah. I mean, it's...
Sorry, I said the most obvious thing ever. Either it does really well, or it does really badly. Either he wins or he loses.
I mainly... I mean, to be honest, to get the Sherman out at this time is very impressive. I mean, you have to go lieutenant really to get the Sherman out at this time. He held double fuel for a little bit of time earlier on into the game, you know, but he's just managing resource very, very effectively. Bear in mind, he's got upgrades as well, and he's still managed to afford this. So this is very, very early, and you know, we haven't had, you know, 15 minutes in. We always say this about AT guns. You've got to have one by now. You've got to have one.
He is now finally getting one on the field, as you just mentioned,
Peg gun is
presumably.
ready for
But it's one of those general rules as there. I always think that you leave yourself vulnerable. However, in this case, it must be said, at least telemines have been going down from DevM, so it's not like he's a complete fool. He obviously does know the AT threat.
We also need to look as well at the sniper. 4 kills on that sniper. That is not a DevM sniper as far as I'm concerned.
I know, I mean, I guess when you first clicked on it, you were expecting more, and then 4 kills? Wow, that's not that many. Shows that Noggano has been very good to keep himself away from it. He's been pushing with his vehicles, not leading with his men, and he's been avoiding that central ground where he expects the sniper to be lurking.
Sniper getting dangerously close to that Sherman. I think the Sherman may have been able to spot that.
We do have the support armor core out for DevM, so one of the trilogy of possible medium armor units to come from there. Wonder what he'll go for. Be good to see, of course, the Sturmgeschütz.
Sniper in a little bit of trouble there. The scout car comes soaring through the center of the map there to try and push them off. It's pretty heroic. Weird thing going on with my mouse at the moment. Sorry if you guys are seeing the jump screens.
Look at this, the MG42 has now been decrewed, the veterancy has been lost. Is he going to go in with the Grenadiers? Grand larceny second for the MG42's traded hands twice. It is the verified slut of this game. So, sorry, that analogy was a bit, yeah, but whatever. We'll go with it.
Well, here we go. The M20 decided to take a dive in there to try and get the AT gun on retreat. Fortunately, it was covered by the scout car, but if DevM pushes with the scout car now, he will take an AT nade from the rifleman. In fact, that may happen already due to a late retreat, and the Sherman is coming in, so I think this will be the end of the scout car. There it is. Look at them. Look at that nade!
Dear
Oh my
God.
God.
That
was an
Senses
incredible
blood as the Sherman. He's probably listening in the fog of war. However, we've just had the Panzer IV tank. Will it save the scout car's life? 75mm kind of finds the scout car, destroys it, and now the Sherman's in difficulty. Sherman on the run, outmatched by the Panzer IV gun, and the Pak 40 picks it off from the flank.
Wow, I think that was expected to be such a great push for Noggano. It ended up being heavily counted. The timing of that Panzer IV could not have been better for that to happen. Look at this, DevM is now just going up the map, This M20 mine's all over the place, but he's going up the map, trying to get what looks like the ambulance. Now he's going to be counted
M10
by
Wolverine's here. Fantastic. He's gone for the exact pick that'll help him out in this situation with no build time. Off map, he's blocking it in. The M20's in to even take pot shots at that rear armor. So the trading blows here are crossing in the woods.
Tried to block there with the M20 as well. Didn't work, but penetrating shots means the Panzer IV is down. And what looked like a great turnaround for DevM is now back
DevM's going for it, Dan. He's going for his own turnaround. He's pushing up his Pak 40. He's got his snipers, his veterancy 3 Grenadiers leading the fray. Heroes of the Third Reich. He's trying to find that juicy M10. Maybe you can hear it in the fog of war.
Yeah, gosh, I mean, this is going to be tense ground for DevM. I don't think he's going to retreat from that grenade. That's going to be... Oh, gets away again! Gets away again, but this time we've got a flank on the south side from the rifleman. They're trying to get the sniper down. Not sure if they're going to get any success with that, but they should be able to take down the last retreating squad here.
Gone for it. They've got too many choosings. Vet 3 LNG squad could be going down. Heavy investment in time and resources is now dead.
Yeah, that was a good... I thought he was going to leave that way too late to actually get the kill there. Surprisingly, you know, like, both have relatively equal armies. Obviously, there's a lot more vehicles on the field now for Noggano. What a brave push there against the AT gun. God, this mouse. Brave push against the AT gun there. Didn't manage to get quite around the back. Has to retreat a little bit due to the Grenadier.
Look at this M20, perfect play from Noggano. He went up against the Pak 40 with superior micro. He was able to kill one of the models, put damage down on the other, and then reverse away from the Panzerfaust. Great play from the Russian.
I've got to say, like, a unit like the M20 to be playing it the way he's playing it against someone like DevM is just mind-blowing to me. Like, Do you know, I wouldn't even feel comfortable playing against DevM, vehicles unless it was something very, very heavy.
You've got to cast some of this Co 1 play with me. These two guys are Co 1 legends, and there's a unit called the M8 in Co 1, and that unit has got a similar health profile, similar damage profile to this. Oh god, Telemine, yes, be careful. And both players they have to use it in Co 1 to get away from. Oh my god, the Telemine's so close. So there's a lot of history behind using that unit in particular in that kind of way. You're gonna have to cast some of that tournament with me. Honestly, you'll feel like it's really familiar to you. High level Co 2 play and high level Co 1 play are very similar.
And you always make it sound like I've never played Company of Heroes 1, but I
have.
Yeah,
the Shelt doesn't count.
Oh, I can't lie. that was me. That was me.
Yeah.
There was another cheeky M20 mine on the right side, actually close to the telemine from DevM. DevM's just been caught laying telemines in the center, so Noggano knows the game that DevM is playing. And I've got to wonder, like, what is the next thing?
Oh, Maid goes off at the last second. Oh, doesn't do anything. Sorry to interrupt.
No worries. I mean, I wonder what the next thing for DevM is. Is he going to pop mobile defense out of pure desperation to try and win this game?
I think he, as long as he is able to get his sniper working for him. By the way, it's already got 13 kills, starting to pay for itself. Gets his MG in a good position, his pack in a good position. He keeps his grenadiers firing on all cylinders. He can keep hold of 2 VPs and go for the Tiger. So I don't think he's pushed into mobile quite yet. He has got 100 VPs and dropping, but I think he might be able to be in a position to go for the Tiger.
You put your bets on the Tiger. I'll put mine on one of the other two, I think. Don't know how that goes. What did he drop then? He dropped an LMG. The Lieutenant is looking to pick it up. That's going to be a ferocious squad when the Lieutenant gets the Vet 3 and gets the running boost. This Bulldozer?
He's got the Bulldozer and the big absolute assault cannon. This thing is a wrecking ball. The sniper's been found out by the M20. He's got a Faust. He's popped smoke. He tries to get around. The Faust hasn't targeted him yet. One more shot for the M20 to kill the sniper. Pack's going to find the M20. Damaged engine goes in. Sniper is dead. The sharpshooter is down.
Absolutely beautiful, but it won't be able to get out of the range of the AT gun, which picks it off right on the retreat. Even if it did manage to get away, there would have been the telemine waiting for it. Now DevM's got to come up against that huge Bulldozer, just sitting right in the middle VP. Waiting to be shot at.
Yeah, the Pack 40's repositioned. Max range! Jesus Christ, good gunning.
Oh, I think a bar just got dropped then, so they've actually traded the LMG for the bar. Hopefully one of the Grenadiers can pick that up.
As I say, I think this game is very well poised for DevM to have some resurgence. He's currently capping the fuel needs. He probably needs to focus on the VP though. Panzer in the build.
I'm going to pick up the bar with the engineers here.
Yeah.
Give them a little bit more fight. I mean, I guess that's a good idea actually, because it makes them a little bit better as they're going around capping. Not really like the Grenadiers need it in the engagements they've been having so far. Interestingly, I mean, look at the vehicles that are being made at the moment. I think it just sums up how this game is starting to go. Ambulance being built from Noggano, Panzer IV, DevM. Things might be turning a little bit.
The Pioneer has just gone from being a worker unit to being an infantry unit, so it's a very good idea to put that on that squad in particular, in my opinion. He's able to cap the central victory. He's got to watch out with this Grenadier, though. It's got a difficult prospect up against the Bulldozer on the retreat. It's got the Terminator Lieutenant firing on it as we speak. Bulldozer goes in!
I thought it was going to do more building damage than that, to be totally honest.
Tiny bit inconsistent. Bulldozer on retreat. Probably needs to attack ground and predict where he was going to end up. S-mine field on the centre as well. We don't actually have any sweepers out for Noggano, so that could sting.
Come on, AE, give me your bet. Who's it going to be? DevM or Noggano?
Okay, let me assess things. DevM. I think DevM. I just do. I've got a gut instinct based on his play today. Now this Lieutenant's about to die as well. Yeah, you go. I just have a feeling about DevM. He's been playing like a Terminator recently. Absolute Terminator. This guy is a professional esports player. He's a he earns money playing League of Legends. He doesn't even like the game, most likely. He's currently smashing it in the Co-1 tourney. He's been unbeatable in Company Heroes 2. By far the most impressive of the Kings in terms of games, I would have thought. That's because he won his VAR match, you know. He was the one that made it work with all the different factions. So this guy's unbeatable at the moment. That's why we need G.C.S. to encourage high standards of play from the rest of the player pack.
Oh, look at this. The Echelon's caught up in the minefield in the center of the map. Great grenade there from Noggano. Pushes away 2 squads and a retreat from the MG, which may go down. It does go down. I think that's going to change hands again, AE.
Ah, God, it is a dirty little slut, isn't it? No,
I mean,
it's got so. It's just about to stay. The Pack 40 is actually defending its honor right now.
Mr. Quick asking, how old is DevM? I think he's 20.
No,
20,
no,
isn't he?
No, he hasn't yet. He was 12 in 2011. So, God, was he? No, 2010. 7, 12, 19 years.
Ah, okay.
He was 12 when he was in his first tournament final, basically, in-game replays. And then, yeah, it's insane. It's why he's the best pound-for-pound player. I keep mentioning it for people that haven't heard me say it. He spent all his adolescent life playing high-stakes 1 versus 1 Company Heroes.
Still haven't seen any minesweepers at all. I can't believe, actually, DevM has managed to avoid all of the M20 mines that are on the field. Bear in mind, we still have those to go off. So before you say Noggano is going to win this game, let's have a look at the VPs and have a look at the potential for things to go wrong. And I actually think the potential for things to go wrong for DevM is pretty big right now. Do we have the target weak point? We do. Target weak point from the AT gun stuns the Bulldozer Sherman.
That's the DevM first.
As well. Yes, it's going to be a great pickup. I think the Panzer IV is coming in for a final shot. AT gun gets it.
Maybe one shot from the Bulldozer. No, he finished it off with the Panzer IV when it was out of control. Probably keeping his Grenadiers alive there. Elsewhere in the west, we've got a pitched engagement. We've got LMGs versus Boss. Who's going to win in this one, Dan?
I don't know, but it looks like he's keeping some of the units out of the M10. That's a great little switch there to get the bazooka squad out of the M10 and then keep the crew with the vehicle crew. One more shot may finish. The M10 Wolverine doesn't manage to land the last shot. It's constant back and forth. The M20.
Oh, well, there we go. Mines do indeed win games, and there's a good example of it right there. He was right to not go for it at the M10 because, of course, the Vet 2 pack was waiting. So all in all, good play from Noggano, but he's actually in a difficult position now, Dan. Trip cap for DevM.
I want to see this hazard removal package instantly picked now on this squad. You got 4 slots. Come on, DevM. Click the button. Click the button. There's loads of mines everywhere. I mean, that to a lot of players would be like, you know, okay, there's mines. The M20 was around for a while. Get minesweeping. I mean, Barrett, he's got 2 bars on that squad as well.
Panzer Viers are getting knocked out as quickly as DevM can build them, seemingly. Wouldn't like to be a Panzer Vier crew member in training right now. Not great life expectancy.
Panzer IV has just hit the field. It's the second one. DevM.
Third, I think.
Is it?
Yeah. Third, built 3, lost 2.
Oh, gosh. Oh, I think it's just hit an M20 mine.
M20 mine next to his own Nutella mine, so that could have been very dangerous indeed. It could have been actually explosive. Imagine if that just exploded, we wouldn't have known what the hell would have caused it. Oh, by the way, we've got the M10 coming all the way down the rear. This Panzer Vier's got immobilized crit. Oh my god, he could also kill. Oh, could he nearly kill the Panzer Grenadier? Will he target it? It could have been ultimately cheeky.
Wow.
There you go.
Mines really do win games. I'm shocked that we don't see the minesweepers. It's 2 M20 mines. You must realise that they're hanging around right now.
Panzerfaust not going in either, so DevM showing a little bit of possible fatigue. Not as sharp as he was when he started playing today. However, he does have the map control right now, but Noggano, big win there.
Such a fanboy.
I'm a fanboy of both guys. These are my 2 favourite players, I must be honest. I'm a massive Noggano fanboy.
Same here, actually. I mean, these guys always put very, very entertaining games on. To see them play against each other is just absolutely brutal. It's so cutthroat. You know, the kind of the depth of the dives that go in as well from either player, the way that they handle it absolutely fantastic. But at this time, I think it's Noggano that's coming out on top, despite.
I'm sorry, I'll bet you money right now DevM will win. I've just bet you money. Noggano, as I say, these guys, 2 favourite players, probably tied, to be honest, but I reckon DevM's going to win this. Just my gut instinct, man. I can't even quantify why I think that right now. I have the Portuguese man is winning this one.
Well, Noggano has to be very, very careful of that AT gun. Of course, it is Vet 3 now and has access to that target weak point that we've already seen be incredibly brutal against the Bulldozer Sherman earlier on in this game.
If you remember, Dan, our first ever tournament final together was 1-for-1 Gaming's Halloween Cup final. It was Noggano versus Lovenest. That was your first introduction to Noggano, I believe. But I already knew about him at that point, and you asked me, who do you reckon's going to win? As like, you know, introducing you a new co-caster to the game, trying to get me, and I was like, yeah, Noggano. And you were like, what? I was like, yeah, Noggano. And you were like, no, don't be silly. You were like, and then he won, didn't he? And
how little I knew.
And now we bloody know, because obviously I was going off Co1 a little bit at that point, but he's solidified himself as a top-level Co2 player. In this game, though, DevM is looking strong. 99 VPs, though.
99 VPs is really what's putting Noggano as the favourite in my mind. The fact that he does have time to recover. He's taken so much. I mean, this is going to be the 4th Panzer IV. There's no chance of a Tiger coming out. You know, if Noggano could just get resources for a couple of Wolverines, I don't see what chance. He can even just roll in and try to crush things. You know, I think there's good potential here to come back. Noggano's clearly focusing on the VPs, which I think is very, very important. If he can get triple cap on, hey, we've only got like a minute of gameplay left.
Look at that pack. 40 Vet 3 though. It's a fearsome weapon indeed. We've just seen DevM back in base for healing all of his units. He's battle ready yet again. Dodging grenades, still active, looking strong.
Nice grenade there from Noggano, trying to get the Panzer Grenadiers before they can get into the point.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
I'm actually interested. I mean, like the Pioneers now 9 kills with their double bars. Still no minesweepers. I mean, if he loses this Panzer IV to an M20 mine, I will freak out. I will, because it's so stupid not to get, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I suppose he's turned his Pioneer into an ultimate killing squad. It's more of a stern Pioneer rather than a Pioneer right now.
I mean, what's that saying? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. I don't know what a 3rd time is. fool me thrice, uninstall the game.
I like that, yeah, that's very good.
Oh, M10 comes into the line of the pack gun. Does he manage to get a stun shot off? Nope, didn't even hit the target. Weak point button.
Vet 3 LMG Grenadiers trying to keep DevM in the game in the centre. He's dropped down to 81 VP since that last double cap. Gonna back it up with the Panzer IV, trying to keep the barred rifles away.
Such a back and forth game at the moment. One player struggling to retain territory, trying to close the VP game as quick as possible. The other player trying to wait it out as long as possible so that he can bring out multiples of his tier 3 vehicles, possibly even a Tiger for the late game. It's 2 very different styles from each player at the moment.
What a cracking confrontation. It's been absolutely all over the place. This is the Milestone award game we wanted.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Gosh. And people probably see why it was listed out as a mark. Did he just kill some of his own units? Panzer IV just took a shot at the retreating rifleman. I think they actually took a model down off of the Grenadiers, and then they're going to get finished off!
Jesus Christ, the bulldozer with the big round, the mortar, and there goes the M20 mines.
God.
That's what can happen in Company Heroes.
Why doesn't he have minesweepers? I'm going to write him the best message after this game.
Oh, the bulldozer again. Will the whole MG finish it off? No, it won't. The Grenadier's getting away. DevM with a sniper. He wants to use a sniper to keep him in this game. Such a strange pick to many players at this point.
Gosh, Bulldozer's trying to use the AT gun to get the M10. The shots are missing. The stun is now over. That is going to be a dead Panzer IV. AT gun gets wiped. Doesn't want to lose that veterancy 3. Oh, how are you
Hands
feeling
are
about DevM's chances, eh?
Well, I said if everything goes as planned,
well,
if
that could be
nothing big
true for any
happens-
player.
he was
I bet
looking
all my
likely.
money on this player, provided everything
I never
goes
said
as
a
planned.
quantity, did I? If you want to know a quantity, I meant 50p.
50p, I'll take it.
Okay, alright, I'll donate it to you on Switch.
We have lost a peg gun.
Well, this is going to be... There we go. DevM has been killed. Drops from the game, not even a GG surrender. Whew.
How about this? I'll sub to you on the good old Twitcherino.
You're not a sub, are you?
well-
Are you not a sub?
No, I use my sub on Loveness because I like to watch him play.
We're co-casters and you don't sub to me.
I subbed to you once with that Twitch Prime, and then my second Twitch Prime went to Loveness.
I Twitch Prime to Loveness, so I can't argue with that, but still. GG to these players. Congratulations, Noggano. That was the game we didn't get to see in September. We'll definitely do some more of those. Those guys have absolutely fantastic games.
Amazing.
Together. So for those of you guys that maybe have just turned up, the announcement today was that we have announced the G.C.S, the Grand Championship Series, mainly mainly concept by AE, of course.
With an excellent announced video by Stormless today. Jesus Christ, I think the amount of ejaculate has never been higher from the community at the same time. That's cracking, absolutely cracking.
Yeah, I mean, we put out a stretch goal to get £1,400 over the next 6 to 8 weeks. We have got 2,800 in the first couple of hours since announce, which means we will be making the tournament much bigger, much better. But what we'll do, we'll head back to the lobby. I'm going to roll the video. Shall I roll the video now?
Yeah,
Or shall
go
I-
for it.
All
Got some
right.
new viewers. Oh, Yanks
Look,
are
yeah,
waking up.
people that haven't turned up yet. Here we go.